Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to review our Logico Primo game. This is from Grolier, and why I'm doing it because one of my friends asked me to review it and let her know what it is about. So I thought let me make a video and show everyone how it is. So this game comes in this big heavy bag, and if you see, there is this board which is the main thing, the Logico Primo board, and all these are cards, different cards, and they come in these kind of booklets. Okay, so there's a Logic Games booklet, Finky at Kindergarten, a lot of subjects, circus, picture, everything. I'd not go by section because I follow the child's view or child led in the way that they are in the phase. So now how I have divided, so I took out everything in the beginning and then sorted out the stuff like this is the visual discrimination, that is the first level. So when my child started doing it, so I have two kids, one is turning 4 in this month and one is turning 3. So this one I bought from my elder one when she was near about 2.5, but she started doing it when she was near about turning 3, because the main skill is the motor skills here, which is difficult for the kids who doesn't have good motor skills, and my did not have. So I'll tell you, this is the way we are working. This is the visual discrimination, the first level. This is second level visual discrimination. Okay, so this is third. This is a logical, which is needs more of thinking kind of like more thinking, more logic in using, not simple picture to picture matching, little bit of counting up to 3. This is the next level where I divide, which is very logical and leads not of focus and concentration. This is which my 4-year-old is going to do. It's still working on it. And this is a very advanced level, which is addition, subtraction, money, and everything, which is I think near about 5 years old. Should be 5 to 6 years old. So usually they say it is up to 6 years old, the Logico Primo, and after that is the next level. But this is up to 6 years. That's what the marketing guys tell me. So I'll tell you what all do we do. And so this is the one which my 3-year-old, who's turning to a 3-year-old, has already done. So what kind of games it has? One thing is find the matching one. So like here, what is missing? A shoe. So she has to match the shoe. So the trick is that this board, it's very good for hand-eye coordination and motor skills. If nothing else, this is the thing we should buy it for. Okay, I'll tell you how it works, what is the logic one, and why it is visual coordination. So like this we put it. Now this is a green button has to go to a vegetable. So like this, it has to go to a vegetable. So imagine a 3-year-old is supposed to know what is vegetable, how to move this one like this, and has to keep focus that it is green color and we are moving green color, and it has to go like this. So it is hand and eye coordination. My 3-year-old still struggles with it because it is not at all comfortable. If the same game I would have given her in a board kind of form, she has to put the stickers matching, she would have done it just like this. But here it needs a lot of patience, a lot of concentration, and what she'll do, it'll get stuck here and then like it's not coming down, and I'll say I have to move it like this. So you need patience, to work on it, and my 3-year-old doesn't have. So yes, it takes a lot of effort for her, but this is what I focus on, that she has to work on her motor skills. This is the way I proceeded by my elder one also, because sometimes they ask me that okay, we'll tell you where to take it and we'll go and put it, so it's easy for me. But this is not what I bought it for. I bought it for motor skills and hand-eye coordination and focus and concentration. That's the thing you should buy it for in case it falls to your budget. So we'll talk about money part later, but this is how we play this game. So what all things we have here is like find the matching one, find the other part of the vehicle, just simple matching, match the shapes, match the animals, match the picture, match the again different kind of monkeys, match exactly the picture. So they're a little confusing. I mean, like they're different complexity level. That's why I have not put it in these books, because all these will have different complexity levels. So the mix of thing, I bring out all the visual discriminations together and sort and win level, because there is no use giving numbers to my 3-year-old because she doesn't have any clue of counting in numbers. So that's why I do visual discrimination kind of activities. This one again matching. So these can be done DIYs. In fact, many of my DIYs are inspired by these ones, because this is still tricky for my 3-year-old to do, but she can do these things when I put it in a will velcro and stick it. So I do those ones with her for a practice base, but this is for motor skills and hand eye together, like matching patterns, find the similar shoe, find the similar animal, find the missing shoe, find the missing bird, again shape matching, color, the animal and the babies. So if you see, you do these games with your kids anyways, 3-year old or 3.5, you do these games either in terms of board games or DIYs or in the activity books. So the games are not rocket science, I would say, but yes, again, going motor skills and focus and concentration, these are really worth it. And yes, with 3-year old I struggled with motor skills for both of them. This younger one is still better, but elder one did not have much good motor skills, so yeah, that's what I used it for. This is the second level of visual discrimination, so which my 3-year old is going to do. She has given up, she's tired of it, so maybe for this month she has not done anything. But these are the little complicated because you see, colors are very very matching, so it needs much more focus to do these things. Again, you have to find the matching dress, so like this will have this one matching lamps. Again, visual discrimination, but a little advanced level. Definitely advanced level of visual discrimination. Same, it's matching. See, small pictures, count is changing, so looking at the which faces are same. Again, simple count, two butterflies, but all are two, but which are where. So I would call it as an advanced level of visual discrimination. So I'm just going to show you almost as a pictures as I can, so that you can do the same thing with your kid if you want to do DIY. So this one, which my 3-year old has not done, and probably by the age of 3.5, I'm expecting next 4 to 5 months she should be able to do it. And see, they are confusing pictures, I do not blame her, they are confusing. So this is the visual discrimination section of these games. Now these are coming to the logic and counting 1 to 3, simple counting. So counting is again like 1 2 pictures, so she has to take the buttons matching to that. Simple counting, very 1 to 3, just count the picture, and 1 to 5 alphabets. So yes, this doesn't subject to much of English language, only 1 or 2 cards like this for English language. It's more towards maths. And maths, if I say, it's only counting till I think 10 to 12 at the max. Okay, I'm not going to the addition cards because I've not even looked into them, but otherwise if you are going to teach counting, so this is shadow matching, counting to your kid using these ones, it's only 6 to 7 counting. But there's so many counting activities for 6 to 7 and till 10 or 10 12 that I'll get a hang of it very fast. So this is again, she has to find a orange square like this, she has to find vision. I have done DIYs of it. If you have seen my videos, I have done DIYs of these ones, and they do it. So this is rows and columns. Again, logical, very hi-fi logical for her, I would say. But yeah, these are the activities. Find a missing one, so she doesn't need to read a clock, but which one is different, like that. This one is different. This one, yeah, matching shapes, triangle to triangle. So see, this came from traffic book, but it is basic shape matching, so it doesn't need to go to my 4.5 years or to 5-year-old child, because just shapes matching, but it's still good traffic. So that's why I prefer that bringing all the cards together and sorting them by the skill which we are going to develop in them. Okay, so this is the basic logic ones. So all these are like that only, so I have just these ones. Now this is again a little advanced logic. Find the mirror image, find the shadow, find all the blocks which are here, again rows and columns, which one is different, what will you make of these, like these blocks are matching here. Again, shape matching, prepositions, which animals will eat what. So my view, one another complaint or another drawback I feel, it is not much directed towards science. It has more of visual discrimination and maths, and no English, very little science. So yeah, these things cannot be covered by this Logico Primo. Now coming to this one is what my 4-year-old, turning 4-year-old, has done already. okay, but my 3 year old is very far from it. So I would say 3.5 to 4 year old would be these activities. So these are all a big bunch, but what kind of these I have sorted out. Okay, so these are the ones which I'll do one by one, what all topics are covered here, and there are like 5 types of same activities here of each of them. That's why I say it's a big bunch. Okay, so I put labels because my elder name is Sanvi, so what she has done, I just put a tape so that I keep a record of what my younger has done and elder one has done. So this is like what goes together or who needs what. So now he's feeling very cold. He needs a jacket. She wants to do painting. She wants a paintbrush. Again, similar kind of stuff like what are they doing? They're dancing. Oh yeah, they're dancing. What is he doing? Yoga. Oh yeah, he's doing yoga. What activities they're doing similar? These are there's bunch of these activities. Green is this pencil, how many pencils there are, and match the number on the dice. So many dice games, so working on 1 to 6 number is amazing. My kid learned reading dice is very very fast with it. I mean, just she doesn't count now, she just look at it, oh it's 4, like that. So for dices, you see a lot of activity of dices here. Again, find matching pictures, it's a visual discrimination, but it's again with accounting, so I have kept it at advanced level. Again, similar one, but there are many versions of it, so it's a little complicated. So there are 3 or 4 versions of it. Size matching, who has a smaller, bigger ball, which one does not belong. The logical is turning this side, this side, this side, this side. So you can say it's pattern or logical, both. Again, oh, the logic ones, that she's reading a book. Here, what does she need? She needs a book. She got a book, and what belongs where. Now this is finger tracing, I think 7 to 8 activities of it. This is visual discrimination. Again, there's a blue here and a green here, so blue and green should be this one. So like that, so it's a visual discrimination, also advanced. Now these are the ones which are more of common sense, but the things which our kids do not see usual. So that is what a plus point of these logical primer. I'll say that it introduced a lot of vocabulary words to my 4 year old, because there are a lot of stuff which they don't see in Singapore. They have never seen a weighing machine here, they have never seen selling fish here, or like open stalls here. They have not seen a circus anywhere. So they have not seen like a lion coming and how the lion performs in a carnival and all that. So these pictures or these kind of cards, see the juggling ones, these give me a chance to explain to her about many topics which I would not have touched otherwise. So this is a simple visual discrimination. Like she has 4 bottles, so we have 4 bottles, but then it gives me a chance to talk about many things. They get curious, how do they sell it? Is that the way the plants are being or flowers are being sold? Yeah, that's a bouquet you can buy like that. So for me it works very nicely. This is visual discrimination, very easy to do yourself, but still all these are here. Find which one is missing, so they have to find the missing animal. These are the ones which I love about these ones are the sequencing cards. Okay, what will happen first, then second, then third. So like first will be he came here, so blue button will go here, and like that. What happens, there's so many sequence cards in this one, and she loved doing the sequence cards. This is less or more. Many cards are there which is we have to tell heavy, light, less or more, and like those. Not, I would not say like very much, but yeah, they have touched this topic in 2 or 3 cards each, so that is good. So you have to find which one is more. This one is about seasons. So seasons also they have touched 4 to 5 cards, I would say. So like who is dressed up for what weather? This is winter. So again in Singapore we don't see any weathers except the summer and little rainy. So that's why it helped me to talk about seasons, and we get to read about seasons in the books, and then that way it gives me a chance to talk about it, and for them to do more seasonal based activities, which actually it's not practical for us because we don't see seasons here again, which is a bigger and smaller size. These kind of ones, visual discrimination, this is a full picture. What is missing in this one, what is missing in this one, and like that they have to match. So again, these ones you can do DIY very easily if you want. And so just my aim is to just give an idea what kind of activities there are. So this, find the colors. Okay, so it has red, yellow, green and blue. Red, yellow, green and blue, like this one will go here. Okay, so like these kind of activities are there. Now what do we need here? So these tires are punctured, and tire is air, so you need an air pump. So it gives you a chance to talk about many things which you would have not talked about. Again, prepositions, a lot of for these ones, logical, spatial recognition. So I had to do a lot of DIYs, check my videos. There are not many, but yeah, there are few cards, 5 to 6 cards I would say, of these a little complicated spatial intelligence, but you can do it yourself. Heavy light, I think 1 or 2 cards only. And what is missing here? And basic numbers, 1 2 3, 1 2 3 5 6 would come. So these are the kind of cards which we have in these ones. So look at the bunch, there are so many cards of this kind. Now this is one which my 4-year-old is going to do. So I would say by, I think, 4.5 she should be able to do. The next 6 months I'm going to these cards. I mean, I'm telling about her capability wise. Your child may be earlier, your child might be later, that's okay, completely fine. So this is like which all colors are here, you have to match the strips. Now about road signs, it has a book on the booklet on road signs. We don't see many road signs here in first in Singapore. Second, just few days back my child has started recognizing road signs. You know, she keeps asking me, what does that symbol mean, what does that symbol mean? So that's why I included road signs, very simple ones, you know, traffic light. What are these? So basically they are shape matching here, but because it's related to road sign, I did not include it earlier because uh, like post, stop. So I just thought that, you know, this is much more appropriate the age where she recognizes actually the road signs rather than just shapes. Now this again, what kind of costumes people will wear when they go to these stalls. I mean, the sellers of these stores. My daughter has never seen these ones. She would not have any idea of it, but probably with time I'll try to show somewhere or introduce somewhere or just talk about in some way. Again, it's a visual matching, but you know, it's complicated for her age. Very small differences are there, so that's why it's still in this level. Now this is about road signs. So you have to, this is complicated. It says that look at the picture and find the traffic sign for each situation. Okay, so just now she started reading the road signs, so it'll take time for her, but that's how the road signs work. Here again we have to tell that, you know, this is going this side, and talk about which sign should be there, which should have the red light, where should be which arrow. So this needs a lot of understanding of road signs, so that's why it's still here. Again, kind of road signs, where do we stand, how do we do. So you can take all the cards and see what your child is interested in and pick up those cards for the child, and you know, develop the skill you want to do. So you should always target upon the skill you want to develop of a child rather than, you know, just finishing up a booklet. Doesn't make sense. Think about what skill you want the child to develop or to work on, and once she's good at it, you're done with those cards. You don't need to finish all of them. This is dominoes here, which is more things, and this is I forgot what you say them, seventh, ninth, ordinal numbers. Yes, that's how we work on this. This is complicated. How many just puts down in jack, you know, who has four more? So kind of subtraction, I would say, or addition, those concepts. Still, we are not into it as of now. More than 9, fewer than 12, I'll give her next 6 months. Greater than, less than, we are still working over it. Again, greater than, less than, first she has to count all these, you know, then find the number. So yeah, she'll take time for it. Again, less or more, what are they doing. My kids would never know that to use sauce will come from tomatoes because they have never seen it making. So it gives me a chance to talk about it and maybe make something like popcorns we still make like that. So that's why it's still here. Again, addition, so if one is there, I put two dice, so 2 3, that one. And this is a sequence game which is still here because it's still complete. She's not able to do this one, she's still not able to make a logic what will happen. So the boy wears clothes, goes to scooter, falls down, no, wear clothes here. So this is confusing, that is still here, the sequence cards. She has done with sequence, but still this card was complicated, so I still kept it here. She's not good at it. And the last one, which I would keep near about 5 years of age, I would say 1 year later we'll need, is addition, subtraction, money, big numbers. My number is 2 bigger than 8, you know, complicated. So those kind of cards are here. This is addition, subtraction, these again subtraction, addition, I don't know, 4, you get 5 out of it, where will you reach? Again, kind of addition, addition. So only addition and subtraction cards are here, and I think there were few money cards. So this is, I'll tell you why it is. We have few money cards here. And oh yeah, circus cards are here because my kids have no clue about circus. So like this one, they have to do which one of the tool are they using. So I don't know how to introduce it, so that's why it's in this column. Yeah, there are few about money. Okay, so one lollipop is to 20 cents. This is equal to 10 cents. What's the price? Kind of thing. So addition, subtraction. So this is what I've kept. So these are again related to circus. Who does not, who is having a wrong thing. So like the princess should not hold a hat. My girls have no clue that princess has to dress up like this, and she has a crown, she can't have a hat. They have no clue about it. So that's why these cards are here. So one is these stuff. I showed you mostly the cards which we have. Also, if you see, there's something at the back also. If you see addition, there'll be a similar activity at the back, but you don't have to match the buttons. This is actually the answer code, okay? And then but there are activities here, like they are together. How many? You can do addition. So yeah, there are many activities at the back which you can do with your kid. More supplement activities, you can say. So yeah, for these ones we have done like if this is simple shadow matching activity, but for the back they will be, I'll be just asking them the colors, and it says you can color, you'll give a child to color the moon, or like this one. So I do not like them. My good kids are not good at coloring, they're just scribbling around. I don't feel like wasting these cards, messing up these cards. Maybe when my kids are done, I'll give it to someone, and it's a give a good feeling when the cards are pretty good in shape, and even if you donate them, I feel happy they have enough sheets to circle and the color and everything like that. So coming to the last point about why we got it, I told you, because mainly for the motor skills and focus and concentration. That is what thing I'm really mad about. I started with my 3-year old just because to develop her motor skills and develop her focus and concentration. This is awesome for that one. Second one is, when I do not have any activity set up for my kids, just take them out. They'll do something good about it. We do not have any media. We do not have, nothing. We homeschool, so we do not have anything else except the activities and very few toys outside. So if they're bored of their toys, if they're bored of free play, if they do not have anything, just pick up 2 cards and do it, and it just keeps the kids activated. So you can say a boredom buster for us, because we have actually a lot of time because we are at home. And the drawback, I will say, it doesn't cover much of science, it doesn't cover much of English, and third one is very very costly. So I went to the exhibition, I checked everything about it, I loved this idea, I checked it online, and then I went